Hey there, Gemini. I'm going to do a reading today, and this is going to be your 2023 outlook. 2023 is a big year. It's astrologically, we have Saturn moving signs into Pisces. And so that means it's the end of the line for Saturn. It's going to be transitioning back into Aries after it's in Pisces. So that's a really big deal. It's a time, and also with Pluto, I just want to say this, with Pluto transitioning signs as well, and it's even a slower moving planet. I believe Pluto's entering Aquarius. It's going to be a very, very important time for us to really look at things that don't work. It's going to be like, you're really going to deal with things like remorse and regret, right? You're going to be kind of picking up the pieces in your life, figuring out how we're going to change to make things work. Getting things back on the right course, I think is how to put it right. And we can look at it in a societal way. There's definitely, especially in the United States, a lot of things going on right now, a lot of political unrest, and I'm thinking astrologically that this could be a time for us to make a shift, to really look deep at what we're doing here and to appreciate our lives a little bit more and to not be as isolated and lonely all the time. And I think the pandemic really had us look at that type of isolation. So let's get on with the reading. I don't want to blab too much here at the beginning. This is my oldest deck that I have in my hands right now, Gemini, and I'm going to pick a card for you as just your general energy, okay? So let's give these a little shuffle. I already shuffled them beforehand, so they're not too bad. Let's just get one card for the, general energy for today, or for the year 2023, I should say, actually, Gemini. All right, here we go. So you have the Two of Pentacles as your general energy. This is, he looks like he's juggling, right? And you can see the water. It's kind of choppy waters, and it's about juggling priorities, figuring out what needs to be looked at a certain time and what needs to be looked at another time, right? But you're doing this while there's a lot of choppy waters, and the choppy waters, right, represents, it's water, so it can represent your emotions kind of going up and down and trying to make decisions, right, from that place can be kind of challenging. So, the twos are about duality. And so you're going to be really taking some time to look at what's important and what needs to be looked at and how we can find, some balance, especially when it comes to material things, your finances, your career, things like that, right? So, all right, Gemini. I'd also like to point out that the number 2, right, is kind of an important number as well. And it's about stability. It's about finding stability. And, the infinity sign on this card is also kind of interesting. And, it's about it's about like how there always can be stability, but you just have to find the way to get there. So I just wanted to say that really quick. So now we're going to do a spread here of cards. I have the Tarot of Dreams here. This is one of my favorite decks. And we're going to do something I haven't quite done before yet. We're going to do 3 rows. We're going to have the past, we're going to have the present, and then the last row, instead of it being the future, I'm going to have it be messages from your future self. So if you got into a time machine and you went ahead a year and you could talk to your future self, what would they have to say to you? What advice would they have for you? Let's see. So let's give this another shuffle. One more. All right, this feels good. Let's do the cards. Here we go. So in the first row, you have the 7 of Wands. you have the Seven of Swords, and you have the Knight of Swords. Okay. So, or excuse me, it wasn't the Seven of Wands, it's the Nine of Wands. For some reason, I always switch them when I'm looking at these cards. So the Nine of Wands is the Moon in Sagittarius, and so it's about wanting to take a lot of quick action, but you're kind of like stuck, and you're wanting to lay this burden down that you have, because you are burdened, Gemini. You're burdened with something, and you know, I think you're ready for something to end, because you also have this Seven of Swords, and it's also a card of the Moon, but this is Moon in Aquarius, and it can be about deceit, deceiving yourself, trying to be sneaky about something. The thought that's coming to my mind is that a situation, right, where you feel like you can't tell someone the truth, like you're protecting yourself by not telling someone the truth. And sometimes that's okay, but you can feel kind of sneaky and like you're lying to somebody. So that's tricky energy, right? It's tough to deal with, but sometimes we have to do that. Now you have the Knight of Swords at the bottom, and I gotta say, like, the Knight of Swords is definitely your energy, and it's can be about really fast-paced movement and fast communication, but I am feeling like, so, you know, you have this card here, and the Two of Pentacles, right? And, you know, this is the past here. So you're definitely like juggling things in your life, priorities, and I feel like you're trying to communicate with somebody about some of the thoughts you have concerning whatever this issue is, whatever this priority is in your life that you're trying to prioritize. Let's get some more cards, because I want to see more. So in the present, you have the Ace of Wands, so that's really great. You have the King of Coins, wow, and you have the Five of Wands. So continuing with a lot of Wands energy here, the Ace of Wands is, I'm going to show you, it's the Volcano card. And what that means is like new. How do you get new Earth? You have to a volcano has to blow up and spew out all its lava, right? And that's how you get new Earth. And this card represents something new that really inspires you. And it could be this final wand here that you're looking for, so that you can move on in your life. And you also have the King of Coins, which represents a lot of stability. And this is right in the center of the deck here, or a center of the card. So it's going to be the energy that is kind of ruling everything else, right? And so this is a really nice card to see, because this is where you're sitting. This is the energy that you're sitting in. And since it's not an air card, right? This is an earth card. It's not energy that you are necessarily comfortable with. I mean, I'm not sure what your rising sign and your moon sign are, and your Venus and Mars and but because that could actually give me some information. But this King of Coins is really nice to see. It's stability, right? It's just like really concrete. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. And I feel like it's kind of like this Nine of Wands, which is kind of, it looks a little, there's some despair here, right? There's some like contemplation, and it's like you're really thinking. And this King of Coins is that stable energy that really grounds you. Now, the Five of Wands is at the bottom, and this is Saturn in Leo. And, you know, this card comes up when you're preparing for a battle almost, you know, it's like, and like you have your wand, right? You have you have this wand up here, the Ace of Wands, right? And so that's the wand that you're fighting with, but it's almost like, I look at this almost as like, this is all the same person, and they're just like, they're practicing, right? And it represents play fighting almost. But it could be like, it can be kind of, like, okay, say you're practicing for something, right? Well, there's going to be a time when you're going to have to move from the practice mode to the actual battle, if you will, right? The battle. So keep that in mind, that there might be right now, and heading into the new year, a situation where you're kind of feeling aggressive. You're feeling a little bit like you want to fight for something. But you're obviously coming with this King of Coins from a very stable place. All right. Let's go to the next row, which is going to be messages from your future self, Gemini. Okay. So we have the King of Wands. Wow. All right. You have the Page of Swords, which is your energy. And we have the Justice card. So this is the only major arcana that's come up so far, the Justice card. This is Libra energy. It's karma. It's cause and effect. It's about your actions and how they affect other people and affect your life. And it's nice to see that with the Page of Swords and the King of Wands. The Page of Swords, this is, contemplation, it's thinking, it's wanting to really move forward, but feeling like it's just like before you the move forward on something, especially when it comes to communication. It's that kind of like pondering, like, what am I going to say? But you know what to say because you have the King of Wands here. This is this is the leader card. This is, the King of Inspiration, right? This is someone who knows how to use their gifts to lead and to be powerful, and for people respect this person, right? And I feel like this could be someone that's coming in for you, or this could be energy that you are sitting in this new year. And if this is the advice, so it could be, your future self saying, you're really going to want to find those leadership qualities in you and that ability almost to like inspire others, right? And I think that you have that in you, Gemini, and you're going to have to use your words. That's what this Page of Swords represents, is your thoughts and how you communicate with people. So you're really going to have to find a way to I'm looking at this Justice card now and trying to tie it all in, and I really feel like you're going to have to use your words carefully, but you're going to know how to do it because you're sitting in this King of Wands energy, right? Which is knowing how to inspire. So I think whatever you're doing and whatever this situation is, you're finding that it's going to really lead to a lot of good things coming in for you because you have the Justice card here. I am going to clarify this last row because I want a little bit more information here. This card has a little something stuck on top of it. Let's get that off. Let's see. And of course, I just flung the cards just went flying off the table. So let me grab those really fast. Sorry, Gemini. This is After Tarot. I really grab these guys. I really enjoy this deck. It is, so if you look at this Two of Pentacles, right? This is kind of like a frozen moment in time. What After Tarot shows is what's happening in the moment after this. After this guy is juggling these cards, what happens? So I kind of like that. There's also Before Tarot, which I don't quite have yet. So I'm curious what that deck is like. I've seen people read with it, and it's really interesting. So let's clarify this last row, you guys. I really want to know what's going on with this King of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Justice card. Let's clarify, guys. Okay. Here we go. With the King of Wands, we have the King of Cups, you guys. Okay, so this is 3 kings already in this energy. This is a lot of big boss energy here. You're really sitting in this like power zone, okay? And the King of Cups, like you can see in this, like, what this card represents is emotion, the flow of emotions. And this king is he's using his masculine energy to not take things so seriously, to see his emotions for what they are and to see other people's emotions for what they are and not really let them affect him. So I really like that. I think, because when you're a leader, right, you can't take things personally. Like, people are going to have issues and you need to communicate with them and you're going to need to find a way through some things. So I think this card represents your ability to feel out a situation as well as communicate well, and as well as like sit in that really stable energy with the King of Cups, or the King of Coins, I mean. So this is really nice. So let's see what the Page of Swords can be clarified by. So this is the second major arcana, and this is your card. This is the Lovers, and this is clarifying the Page of Swords. This is really nice. So, the Lovers can represent a decision, but it also represents kind of, I'm not sure how familiar you are with this concept, but, through the Fool's Journey, right, there's the Fool, it's card 0, right? And then there is 1 through 22. Or 1, yeah. And so, so there's 22 cards total. It's 1 through 21, sorry. The Lovers represents card number 6. And this represents kind of finding your other half. And you know, you only will really appreciate this if you've fallen in love and met your match, right? That your partner that really meets you where you need to be met. And this represents having that person in your life and using that mirror that person represents for you as a way to catapult you forward. So I feel like since this is clarifying the Page of Swords, it's like, yes, you're taking some time. You're taking some time to think about what you're going to do. You're being very careful with your words, right? And I think in doing that, it's going to bring you and your partner closer together if you're already with somebody. And if you're not, it's really going to represent you maybe finding someone that is your match, that can be your mirror, right? So let's see what's going on with this Justice card. So with the Justice card, we have the 8 of Coins. And the 8 of Coins is the hard worker. This is the person putting in the work to make what he wants happen. And he's intelligent. He is, I think I said hard worker already, but he's just really diligent. He's educated, he's smart, and he knows what he's doing. And this is clarified by the Justice card. So this has to do with like, this 8 of Coins has to do with your job, right? And your passion in life. And I think since it's related to the Justice card, it really means that like the cause and effect of your actions, right, are gonna, this is gonna have to, whatever this Justice card represents like something material, your career, your finances, right? And so you're working really, really hard on that right now. You're trying to make a stable environment for yourself. Wow. So this is a really nice reading, Taurus. I really enjoy this. I was thinking, I wanted to see what's at the bottom of the deck for the Tarot of Dreams card. I didn't actually take a peek at that. Oh yeah, you have the 7 of Wands. So this is, again, another Wands card here. And this is about protecting yourself, protecting your ideas. And I definitely think like you have to, when you have a, something that you're trying to put out into the world and trying to like put your passion out into the world, there's going to be that moment when people challenge you, and that can be a challenging situation because you really have to be on top of your game. So I think this Page of Swords is really going to be important. Take time and be careful with your words so that you can meet people and stand strong in front of others who challenge you. Wow, Gemini. So this was a really beautiful reading. It sounds like 2023 is going to be a really great year for you. All right, Gemini. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I hope you have a really great 2023. Thank you, Gemini.